Here, I'm gonna do a thing. Hello, YouTube members.
Hello, YouTube audience.
Good morning. Well, good after. Well, okay. This is a video. So, what time is it? It's morning for me. Okay, I just woke up. There we go. Boom. Cue the music. Okay, here we go. I got some more of your questions to answer. So I'm gonna be pulling them out of this here hat. And we're gonna be going through them as usual. Thank you guys for submitting questions once again. This is always a fun process to go through. These two questions are stuck together. All right. First question is from Peppy. What or who got you into video games in the first place? That's a good question. I mean, I don't know. Funny enough, it might have been just my parents or my dad. Like the first game I remember playing ever. I'm pretty old, okay? This will show my age a bit. The first game I ever remember playing was Prince of Persia on MS-DOS. So like on a pretty early like home PC. Prince of Persia. That's the first game I remember playing. After that, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like my brothers, of course, were both into video games when we were kids, and they still are. Not as much as I am, of course, but they still are. So I'd say my brothers definitely had a big part, but I don't know. I mean, my dad probably was his idea to bring home the computer, I'm assuming, to get Prince of Persia going. I'm trying to remember like what my first console gaming experience was. From what I remember, it was Sega Genesis. I don't know. That's the first console we had. Me and my brothers, I remember, sort of, we saved up money. Maybe? I was young. I don't know. What year was Sega? And that was amazing. So I would say maybe my dad or mom, both. I don't know. And my brothers for sure. 100%. Then I just got more and more into it. And here we are doing a Q&A. Thank you for the question. Okay, next question is from, we're having a debate about this, or I'm having a debate, and they won't tell me how to pronounce their name. Cece Bones? I've been saying Ceci Bones for like 3 years or 4 years or something. And then I tune into Broadstroke stream, and she's saying Ceci Bones. So is it Ceci Bones or Cece Bones? Wait, she was saying Cece Bones. I was saying, listen, we're going to get this figured out. The problem is when you ask someone, okay, what I asked them, they don't tell me the answer. They're like, oh, you can just say whatever you want. Well, what's the right way, man? Dude, come on. Okay, I just had a panic attack because I was thinking my mic was muted, but it's not, so we're good. Okay, the question is, how would your 10-year-old self react to you now? I'll just, I think just saying playing video games for a living would be like, oh my gosh, the dream, right? That's probably the dream. I think like as a kid, let's see, when I was 10, the year was 1998 or something. So of course streaming wasn't much of anything. The internet was barely a thing. Or something. So I would think it was amazing, and I always thought, like, as a kid, the one thing you saw, like, at the end of video games was, like, the people, because, like, obviously there's people making the games, who cares about that? You'd see the list of game testers at the end of the game, and you're like, wow, game testers. Wow, the dream, get to play video games for a living. Now, I'm sure those people were actually not, like, full-time game testers, and they were probably not paid well at all, so it probably wasn't the dream job. But I sort of am a game tester now. I do sponsored streams and stuff like that, so I get paid to actually just play a game. And I get paid to play games in general, but I don't know if my 10-year-old brain could comprehend the current gaming environment with streaming and online gaming and all this stuff. By the time I was like, things changed fast though then, because by the time I was 12 or 13, I was very deep into like, playing Counter-Strike and playing in like leagues and stuff like that. So I would have been extremely happy, and I don't know if I would believe it or not, because also back then it just wasn't a thing. People weren't playing video games for a living, it's interesting. I recently got a chance to play Apex with a dude named Fatality, who most people have never heard of, unfortunately. It's kind of a bummer to say, but he was like the first, like, he was famous for playing in a lot of big tournaments for arena shooters, like Painkiller and like Quake style games, Unreal Tournament, stuff like that. He was like the first person to like actually make like a huge amount of money playing video games, just playing video games. And I got to play with him recently, and that was really cool. So I feel like I looked at people like that when I was growing up, and I was like, wow, but it was just like, that's never going to happen, because it just wasn't a thing. Streaming wasn't a thing. Playing as a professional was sort of a thing, but you wouldn't get paid. And that's one of the reasons I mentioned earlier, like my parents, especially my dad, didn't like that I put so much time into video games, rightfully so. I mean, definitely did the right thing, pushing me in the direction of going to school and stuff. And I still would, I still encourage people to, like, people who are trying to stream. I don't think it's like the best idea to like just go at it full time, because I think you can stream. I mean, I show that you can do that. I mean, I think you can stream and do stuff part time. So stay in school. I'm kind of rambling here. What was the question? Next question.
Next question is from CC Bones. Where is your favorite place you ever traveled to, and why? Oh, you guys need to stop asking me traveling questions, because it's just going to be the same thing every time. Favorite place I've ever traveled to would probably be Lake 22. It's this lake at the end of a hike in Washington State called, surprisingly enough, the Lake 22 Trail. Difficult hike, not long, but difficult. I've been twice. I've been in the winter and in summer, and both times very different experiences, but both times equally insanely beautiful. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous lake. And I love that. I love the serenity. I love the the fact that you're surrounded by mountains. But as I'm saying this, I'm also thinking of I've also been to a lot of botanical gardens that have like tropical rooms, with orchids. And I've been to orchid greenhouses where you're just surrounded by orchids. And every time I'm there, like it's insane, and it's my favorite place to be. So if I could ever travel to a mountain lake that had orchids growing all around it, that would probably be the ideal. But haven't been there yet, so goals.
Next, from why can't I read names correctly? Sen70SE, Centos. Who's the best mod and why is it Reed? Yeah, the best mod is Reed. And why is it Reed? Because of his hands-off approach. He only, only say something when it needs to be said. And it's always something important. Okay, in all seriousness, all the mods are amazing. Shout out to the mods for the channel, for the stream. And they showed up. Some of them showed up for the YouTube stream too. And soon I'm going to be streaming on TikTok. I might already be streaming on TikTok at the time of this video going to you guys. So who's going to be modding over there? I don't know. I don't even know how that works. But huge shout out to the mods. I mean, they're amazing, and they do an amazing job. And Reed's the best mod of them all. Next question. Okay. All right. Next question is from Old Choir Boy. That's my dad. Hey, Choco, who is your favorite parent? Okay. Great question. None. None are my favorite. What a cheap trick question this is. Hi, Dad. My dad's my biggest fan. My mom tells me stories about how my dad will often just tell random people about me and my career, which is really cool. And shout out to my parents, dude. The two main things that I think are the reason I am where I am and I'm who I am are, one, my parents. I'm very lucky to just have amazing parents. and 2 from just my experience in college. Those 2 things are, I think, the most important things that have made me who I am and got me here. Even though, you know, growing up, my dad wasn't the biggest fan of gaming. Although I will say we caught him playing Mario Kart a few times, and he was into Wii Bowling, Wii Sports, one of the best games ever made. But now he's my biggest fan. So thanks for the question, Dad. Next question. Babby Cool with the next question. What are the first music albums you ever bought? Good question. I have to think about this for a second. First music albums. Okay. I was thinking it was going to be System of a Down, because I remember buying Toxicity. I remember buying Toxicity and playing it in the car and not knowing the full extent of their album, and then like me and my mom were in the car and it was a little awkward. But that's not the first, because the first albums I ever bought were definitely Weird Al. Like, I had so many Weird Al. I'm a big Weird Al fan. Haven't seen his movie, by the way, because it's on. I can't watch it on any of the devices I have. But I had like all the Weird Al cassette tapes. Running with Scissors might have been one of the first CDs I bought. I don't know what year that was. I'll look real quick. What year is Running with Scissors? I still know all the words to Albuquerque. I could recite all the words to Albuquerque right now. Running with Scissors, released in 1999. So that's probably about right for buying music. But before that, definitely Weird Al. Other than that, I didn't buy a lot of music. I mean, I also grew up in the age of like, you know, whatever, Kazaa and LimeWire and stuff like that. So as far as buying albums goes, that was kind of a thing of the past by the time I was a teenager, which is when you kind of get into music, I feel like. So good question. Okay, next question. Next question is from A Clockwork Cookie. If you ever get a tattoo, what would it be and why? Good question. Tattoo. So I've thought about getting, I think it'd be cool. I mean, tattoos are cool, man. And I feel like I would like to get a tattoo or a bunch, like a sleeve. But the problem is, I feel like I wouldn't look good with tattoos because I'm just like a scrawny nerd. People who have seen me IRL, who have met me at TwitchCon or whatever, like, I am like a stick, okay? So would it look cool having a sleeve on my, like, it doesn't, okay. The camera doesn't work because you're only seeing the upper half here, okay? I'm like an 8-foot tall twig. So I feel like tattoos wouldn't look good on me. But, oh wait, the question was what would I get though? I would get like a bunch of stuff. Like I wouldn't get like a small tattoo, like hidden. I would get like a sleeve or something like that. Just a bunch of stuff on it. I don't know. Maybe some stuff related to gaming and streaming. Maybe some things related to music. Definitely something related to Star Trek. Star Trek is... This sounds weird, but Star Trek is very important to me. It's like one of my favorite things, and it's pretty important to me. So I would definitely do something Star Trek related. Honestly, if I was going to get one single tattoo, it would probably be something Star Trek, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know what it would be, though. Damn, there's just so many options. Now I just want to get a tattoo. What have you done to me? So yeah, maybe someday. I'm going to get huge and get buff and get ripped. Then I'll get a whole tattoos everywhere. Next question is from Mohammed. Any thoughts about doing some vlogs? Good question. Here's the thing. I did a vlog. If you haven't seen it, it's up on YouTube. Search for chocoTaco Arcade. I did a vlog with OG Pickle, and I was planning to do a bunch. The camera I'm using right now is way overkill for streaming. It's my streaming camera because I got it to do vlogs. Here's what happened. We did the first vlog. It was pretty fun. I think it did okay view-wise. It was just me and OG Pickle going to an arcade, the Galloping Ghost Arcade, which is one of the biggest arcades, if not the biggest in the country. It's here outside of Chicago. And here's what happened after that. A global pandemic. So That kind of put a stop to the vlogs for a while, of course. So I kind of stopped doing them. And also, I was recently actually talking about this on stream. There's kind of a thing where like my content is gaming content. It's just me playing games. Simple. It's what I do best, I think. And it's what people mostly want to watch. And the issue is, a lot of times as a content creator, if you try to do something else like a cooking stream or a vlog or something like that, the amount of effort that goes into it doesn't translate to the amount of views and analytics. So while it's really, of course I want to make good content for you guys, for the viewers. At the same time, like already what we do as content creators is just so draining and time consuming. Adding more onto it for less. I mean, in this industry too, if you're putting out videos that are doing worse, you're doing potential harm, So that's the main reason I'm not doing them, just because like it takes a ton of effort for not a lot of reward, and I don't see them being. I don't know. Let's take a look real quick. This first video probably did really well, but it was a long time ago when my videos were doing a lot better in general. chocoTaco Arcade. Is this going to pull up? Yeah, it is. Choco Vlog Episode 1. 2 years ago. 140,000 views. Which is a lot. But at the time, I could also play PUBG for a day and have like 5 videos that are getting over 100,000 views. So I just don't think, who knows what could happen. Maybe I do more and more vlogs, they get tons of views and it turns into a thing. Maybe. But that's always a risk. And it's like, from my experience, is trying something new going to result in more views? Never, actually. Never. As a matter of fact, I'm not complaining or anything. My career, though, is at a very, very big downward trend. And that's fine. I'm very happy where I am and grateful for everything that's happened. And you can't stay on top forever, of course. But like, when I look at my YouTube subscribers, for example, we're in the negative, I think, every day. I lose subscribers more than I gain subscribers currently. So I think shifting to different kinds of content, maybe it could be a good time to do that, but I don't think it is. And it just depends. Who knows? Maybe we'll do more in the future. Just depends on what's going on. Right now, I'm really focused on Warzone, so... but yeah, if you want to check out that one vlog, if you haven't seen it, you're in for a treat. Maybe. I don't remember if the video was actually good. I think it was pretty good. It was a cool arcade. All right, next question. Who's this person? Bubblesheep? Never heard of this person. Choco, what are we playing for my birthday? Party animals? Ha ha ha. Sad ha. When's your birthday, Bubblesheep? I can't keep everyone's birthday straight. I don't even know when my birthday is. For those of you that don't know, there's this game called Party Animals. It was one of the most fun games I've ever played. We played it one night on stream. We played it with some mods. We played it with some community members. It's similar to... There might even be a video of it. I'm sure there's definitely videos of this game on the internet you could check out. I think this was 2 years ago we played this game. And it was like... they did a test, a little play test. It was like, oh my god, it's so fun. It's similar to... what's that game called? Gang Beasts? It's just you're a bunch of animals and you beat each other up and it's hilarious. And it was amazing. And then the test goes away and we're like, okay, can't wait for the game to be fully released. That was like 2 years ago. And it's just a little tiny simple game. I mean, from my perspective, from a non-developer perspective. So what the heck happened? So I don't know. Will we play Party Animals? I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever come out. What's going on? Maybe they like got a ton of investments from how cool their game was, and then they just ended up like using all that money to like go on vacation for 2 years. I don't know what's going on with that game. I'm so sad now. Happy birthday, Bubblesheep. If it's already happened, I don't know when your birthday is. Wait, it hasn't already happened. I'm going to guess your birthday. December 16th.
From Bubblesheep. Beth, what is the best no-look drawing you've done on stream, and will you do one now? Drawing Choco in his Halloween costume. No. Next question. For those of you who don't know, little background, on my stream, I get dressed up on Fridays, and I do Fancy Fridays, and we do no-look drawings. which is where you have a picture and you look at it and you draw it without looking at what you're drawing. So basically a blind drawing. And well, here, to give you an example, this is a cat that I drew not too long ago, but yes, I can draw Choco's Halloween costume. He was Borg. Borg? I don't actually know the correct way to say that. I'll insert photo here. This is very mean of Bubblesheep to do. Also, she's getting a free drawing. Normally, they cost 10,000 cuss coins. But Choco as Borg? A Borg? The Borg. Cheers. It's actually an amazing costume. Alright, so we'll do eyebrow. Eyebrow. Oh, pupils are so big. Alright. Iris. I don't actually think I got that one inside the eyeball, but alright. Long, skinny nose. Very stern mouth. Gotta get the facial hair. Can't forget the facial hair. It's a lot of facial hair. Sorry. It's a lot of little lines. Just gonna simply take a little bit. And while we're here, I might as well draw the neck real quick and draw the shoulders, because I won't remember where that is later. Okay, now we have to draw the contraption. This is going to be horrendous. And that's fine, because that's what Bubblesheep was counting on. Because she's the devil. Okay. There's that, but there's a whole bunch of little lines in it. Gotta be accurate. Oh, that's the edge of the paper. That's never good. That's just never good. Not what you want. I'd love to say this is my hidden talent, but calling this a talent is being extremely generous. I mean, I'm technically done, but I feel like there's no way that can be right. I want to try to make that thing a little bit darker, but I'm probably just scribbling all over his face at this point. Okay. I mean, I mean, I don't know that you would for sure know what it is, but it's there. He looks far too kind and not nearly scary enough, but I mean, it's the same picture. Let's face it, it's just simply the same picture. So, wait, that was it, right? Oh, you asked me a question. What is the best no-look drawing you've done on stream? That one, obviously. Oh, but I'm not streaming. I mean, maybe the one that I drew of you where you look like Albert Einstein. It just actually looks like that famous photograph of Albert Einstein with the big hair. That's every photograph. But I made Bubblesheep look like Albert Einstein. So maybe that one. But I also drew a picture of my friend Oftenist with his saxophone, and he's wearing glasses, and the picture turned out so avant-garde. It was amazing. That one was true art. That one could go up in a gallery. So if I can find them, I will insert both of those now.
Next question is from Alex Shine. How many instruments can Choco play, and how many of them eyes closed? Okay. Good question. As far as how many instruments I can play, I mean, like, is this an instrument? I don't know. I say yes. So unlimited is my answer. And eyes closed, also unlimited. If you're talking about traditional instruments, I don't know. Drums, piano, Trumpets, guitar. That's 4. I mean, what other instruments can I play? I'm not going to count instruments that I can like make sound. Like, oh, I can play I can play a C scale on the clarinet, but I'm not going to count that. I don't know. Harmonica, not going to count that. Can't really play it. I can just blow in it. Recorder. Okay, I'll count recorder because I played in a recorder ensemble. Okay, I played bass recorder in a recorder ensemble, Renaissance ensemble in college. We played at the local unicycle jousting. I'm just going to leave that thought in your head. Not going to explain it. That's 5. What else? What else is in here? I would say those are like the main ones, I guess. 5? I can play them all with my eyes closed. Instruments, mostly, you don't really have to look at them. Right? Yeah, you don't need to look at them. You just need to be able to hear them. You can be blind, but not deaf. Well, okay, well, hold on a second. You actually can be, of course. Okay, let's take a look at history here. But I'm going to go with 5. I'm probably leaving something off. I mean, there's different kinds of guitars, different kinds of trumpets. I can play other brass instruments. Like, is a flugelhorn a different instrument? I don't know. I'm going to say 5. 5 good ones. 5 categories. All of them with my eyes closed. Oh, I can sing. Is that a 6? La 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 la. 6. Forgot the most important instrument of all. Our own voices. Next question from Samir. Question is, okay, we're gonna okay. Has my dad been talking to you? Choco, who is your favorite subscriber? Good question. Alright, I was trying to think of like a clever answer, but I can't come up with one, so. All of them. All of you are my favorite subscribers. Except for anyone watching this video that's not subscribed. What the frig? And the people hitting unsubscribe. I'm just kidding, I understand. I understand. It's not PUBG anymore. It's okay. There's other great PUBG content creators out there. That's all I got for you, Samir. Okay, what the heck? With this troll question. Everyone's trying to get favorited right now. Fiction has a question. Okay, sort of. I don't have anything clever to ask, so Choco and Beth, same question. What is your favorite poem? I don't think I can name a poem. Hope that helps. Like, is a song a poem? Yes. Well, I don't know, actually. Sorry. I'm sorry if I've offended anyone, in particular Beth. It's a song, a poem. Wait, I'm actually thinking hard right now. I literally can't name a single poem, so I'm going to leave this question to Beth, the expert on poems. Thanks. Yep, you're welcome.
Next question is from Fiction. I don't have anything clever to ask, so Choco and Beth, same question. What is your favorite poem? Really curious what Choco says to this because he doesn't strike me as a poetry guy. So for me, it's I don't even have to think. It's Notes from a Non-Existent Himalayan Expedition by Wisława Szymborska. I was sharing about it on stream. So it's right here. But it's the beginning. Yeah, so it's from her collection Calling Out to Yeti. This obviously is a different collection, but it's a very, very good poem. She's imagining basically if she was going on an expedition up into the Himalayas and she was talking to Yeti, you know, what would she tell Yeti about humanity? And it's fantastic. It's just good stuff. She also, every single poem's good, but Conversations with a Stone is also phenomenal. But I have, let's say borrowed, let's not say stolen. I have borrowed her concept of talking to Yeti, and Yeti has basically become my muse. If you follow me on Discord at all, you'll see that I talk to Yeti on there. Not weird at all. Perfectly normal. Yeah. Wisława Szymborska. She's Polish, so these were translated, and whoever did the translations just...
Okay, next question. Okay, literally, I'm being trolled today. Can you, is this won't focus, will it? Will it focus in my hand? No. Good thing about this really expensive camera. Well, to be fair, I think I have it on so that it will only focus on one position. Okay, well, this isn't a question. It's just from Ponkberry. And it says, "Hey, chair." There it is. I was here. You're only supposed to do that when I'm gone, I thought. Is this going to become, every time I do this, it's going to become more and more troll questions and things? I'm ready for it, I guess. Look at how thick this question is. Holy heck. From Justin Winter. Oh my god. Okay, this question is, can we ask Chair a question? Next question. Next question. Let's see here. Okay. Next question is from Nishant Kumar. Choco, since you're already streaming twice on YouTube now, how would you compare it to Twitch based on features? And would you switch given a chance? Good question. YouTube's features are terrible for streaming. The thing that YouTube has that's good is the video quality. The video quality, for those that don't know, basically Twitch caps your bitrate, which is basically how much you can upload. Like, essentially, in easy terms, higher bitrate equals better quality. Okay, so Twitch caps your bitrate at, I think, 6,000 or 8,000. I'm not sure. I stream at 8,000, but I don't know if it actually works on Twitch. On YouTube, I streamed at 50,000 bitrate. My YouTube live stream videos looks, from the 2 streams I did, they look so good. It's insane. So YouTube is like way ahead of everything Twitch does as far as quality goes. It's not even remotely close. The quality is insane. However, literally everything else is terrible. The moderator tools, the chat is bad. The way the donations work isn't very good. The discoverability is horrible. It's so bad. I've gone to like try to go to find streams on YouTube. I like can't find them, and then when I do, they're like in some strange order. I can't find like who has the most viewers. It's really bad. I mean, I think YouTube will in the future be a very good competitor for Twitch, but currently like Twitch is still just... Twitch has better everything. And Twitch has like the most important thing that I don't hear anyone ever mention. I swear people just like, at this point, everyone just takes it for granted, is Twitch Prime. Like there's all these discussions recently about Twitch versus YouTube and all this stuff. And like, oh my gosh, like Twitch is cutting revenue from whatever, this and that. No one talks about Twitch Prime. And like, for me at this point, like sub revenue from Twitch isn't like a big part of my income. Well, it's a big, okay, sorry. It's a big part, but it's not the biggest part like it used to be. Or like, if you go to like the smaller the streamer gets, the more the sub revenue goes. The more the sub revenue is relevant to the more relevance it has to the streamer. Because they're not making, you know, tons of revenue from like sponsored stuff and being on an org and stuff like that. So Twitch Prime is extremely important for small and medium creators. And it's also important for large creators. The amount of money that Twitch/Amazon is dishing out from Prime subs is crazy. There are so many people who would not be able to stream full time if Prime subs didn't exist, because so much of their revenue comes from that. And that's something that's in my opinion, that's the thing Twitch, aside from all the amazing like tools they have and integrations and the way chat works and moderating tools and all this stuff, Twitch does better. The most important thing in my view is Twitch Prime. Was there a second part of this question? This is a subject I could probably talk about for like an hour. So, would you switch if given a chance? Okay, so the main reason, I'm just being honest here, okay? The main reason I did the couple YouTube streams was to gather analytics, which honestly were insane. They were nuts. While playing PUBG, of course. Wanted to just potentially get those analytics to use for potential like negotiating tools for getting a YouTube deal. I would switch to YouTube in a heartbeat if they offered like an insane deal. Okay, like when you see these big streamers switch, these are multi-million-dollar deals. Okay, so like if I had the opportunity to do that and it was like you know, an amount of money that's like retirement money, I would say yes immediately. And like some people might say you're a sellout or whatever, but I don't care. Like anyone that's supported my stream on Twitch for however many years, even if they've been watching from day one, they know me and they supported me. And if they knew I was getting that kind of deal, like I would hope they would be happy for me for that. You know, if you know, I'm happy for any streamer that gets that kind of deal because this is an amazing job, but it's very stressful and there's no job security and you don't know where you're going to be in a year, you know? So those kind of deals provide like extreme security. And then you can kind of just do what you want. Well, I would even play PUBG full time if they had offered me a sweet deal. Anyways, I'm too small now. They're not going to offer me any kind of deal, I don't think. The only people they sign are like the really big names, you know? Like Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, Myth, you know? And I'm happy for them. I mean, but you never know what's going to happen. Okay, I've used this as an example, and please know that I'm not trashing this person or hating on them or anything like that. I'm just simply using them as an example because I am jealous of them and I am happy for them. Okay, but Myth, I think, was one of the most recent, not recent, but one of the like, I haven't seen any big YouTube deals in a while now, but Myth was one of the more recent people who got like a big YouTube exclusivity deal. Let me see if he's streaming right now. I just use this as an example to point out like the volatility in streaming. Not streaming. Okay. Okay. Anyways, Myth is like a huge creator, right? One of the most well-known, 4.5 million YouTube subscribers, and he got an exclusivity deal. Amazing. Huge for him. Like, it was no question a multi-million-dollar thing, and like, again, this is the kind of thing where like you're just set now. It's just like retirement money. It's incredible. But when you tune into his streams on YouTube, he's pulling like 100, 200 viewers concurrent, which is extremely low. And it just goes to show you that it's like scary as a streamer. Like, no matter how big you are or who you are, like, holy heck, things can change like that. And that's another reason you're not going to see many people switch. No one big especially is going to switch to YouTube willingly because of that example. I could switch and it would be fine because I did some tests, but I would probably have to play PUBG, and I have a big YouTube audience. Well, apparently he has a big YouTube audience too, but you just never know. Because, you know, you could make that switch. You could be like, well, I want to try YouTube and make that switch. Just, it's too much risk. It's just way too much risk. So it was a really long answer to your simple question. I would switch, but it would require like a really juicy deal. Otherwise, I'm staying on Twitch. I mean, I like Twitch. Twitch gets a lot of hate. You know, there's a lot of alarmists out there when stuff happens, but I'm not, I don't know. I'm not, you know, Twitch has a lot of problems, but I think Twitch is pretty good overall, and I'm extremely happy to be on Twitch. So,
all right, next question is from Nishant Kumar. Sorry if I butchered that. Beth, when is the next yearly highlights coming up? We really miss those. I think if you look back at, you know, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, done so many. I believe I post them all on December 31st. So actually at the end of the year, because it has to be the best. So it has to come at the end of the year because, you know, Choco will probably be playing games on December 31st. So I'm sure I will miss one or two clips, but such is life. So yeah, December 31, I've already started collecting clips. I've been collecting clips all year, actually, but we'll get there, and there will be a lot. There will be PUBG. There will be Super People. There will be Warzone. There will be the many, many variety gaming games that Choco has done with Reed and Julian and Jason. Oh, Raft. Oh my god, I think Raft was my favorite. But yeah, soon, December 31st, US.
Okay, is this my last question? Next one. This question got ripped. What the heck? Who did this? Mary? Last question is from Rick Pillar. If Battle Royale strats are akin to martial arts styles, which strat would be Tiger style, and which strat would be Crane style? Here's the thing. What does this even mean? Tiger style. Tiger style of a legendary martial art known for its toughened hand weapons, incredible power, and sheer ferocity. Okay, what was the other one? Crane style. Listen, I am dumb and don't even know what these are. After the stream, I'm gonna enroll in martial arts, and I'm gonna start working out so I can get ripped and get tattoos everywhere. Is Crane style like more as like I think I know what it is. Fighting defensively. Okay. It's like more... Okay, so I understand the question. Sort of. Okay, I think my old style of playing... Okay, my old style of playing PUBG like 4 or 5 years ago, doing solos, talking through my strats, playing for the win, extremely strategic, I guess it'd be Crane style, right? Because like I'm going into a building, playing defensively, waiting for other people to make a mistake, and capitalizing on that. I think the way I play PUBG now is the other one. I think I've actually changed my strats, over the years. Because, like, over the years, early on in PUBG, it was like, wow, I really want to get wins, and this is what people want to see, and like this is what I want to do because winning is great. But then after like years, you're like, okay, win number 1,264. Woohoo! Like it's not really interesting anymore. So now it's more the, I guess, Tiger style. Hopefully, I'm getting this right, where we just land hot. Just W at everyone, get in the car, drive around, look for people, try to get 1 million kills, die in the process. Just brain dead, hold W, kill them all. So I guess I would say that. There's also the, what's it called? Like Drunken Master. Is that an actual thing? Or is that just a troll from video games? I feel like that's a strat too, that I see a lot of people doing. I feel like if you go through and we could like play a game or just spectate games and you just spectate random people or just a regular, just whatever, just a random gamer out there could fall into that category of like drunken master style where it's just like, what's going on? Nothing makes sense. Everything is just crazy. So yeah, I don't know if I answered that question correctly. Thank you, Google, for helping me. I have a lot to learn about martial arts, apparently. Okay. That's it. The questions are done.
That is all the questions. So,
thank you for all the questions, even the troll ones. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being members. And... thanks for continuing to watch the content. I know things are weird. Things are getting weird. I don't know what's happening. Playing all kinds of weird stuff. Well, Warzone's not really that weird, I guess, but appreciate everybody, and I will look forward to the next one where we get some more questions. The best thing about this, I have to say, is that I get so many questions. I get asked questions all day on Twitch. Okay, every time I look at chat, there's questions. Always. Most of the time, it's the same questions. What do you think of this game? When are you going to play this? What do you think about this? I will say that this process has been really fun because you guys are asking good questions, and they're not questions most of them I don't think I've been at. Like, all the questions I got asked today, maybe with the exception of like 1 or 2, I've never, ever been asked before. So, good question making, and GG's, and we'll see you in the next video. I'm going to go stream. Goodbye. Okay, I'm back. Apparently, I have screwed up because I am bad and I missed a question. So I'm going to fix that. Question is from Louis Eriks or Luis. Here's the question. Hi, Choco. Have you been in other countries? And what would you say your top 5 countries you want to visit and why? Okay, good question. I have been to other countries. I've been to Mexico. I've been to England. I've been to France. I've been to Greece. And that's it, I think, actually. I was really fortunate in college to be allowed to do study abroad. It was a big part of my college, kind of built into their programs. Something like 80% plus students that went to the college I went to studied abroad, which was Center College, if anyone's going to wonder that. So I spent a lot of time in England. I lived in London for 5 or 6 months, which was a really amazing experience. I also went to Greece for about 10 to 12 days, something like that, in college. All this stuff actually was pretty much in college. All the traveling I did was in college, I would say. Went to Greece for trumpet ensemble. We kind of went on tour there, which was pretty cool. Went to Mexico City. Carrie lived there for a little while after college, and I visited her there. That was really cool. And where else did I say? France. I spent a very little amount of time in France, 3 to 4 days, mostly in Paris. So yeah, I have traveled quite a bit, and it's something I think has really changed. It was very important to shaping me as a person, especially my time abroad in London, where I lived there for such a long time. It was a really, really eye-opening and unique experience, and I really wish, I think it's a very important experience to have if possible. I realize not everyone is able to do that. It's not easy to travel. It's expensive. How are you going to go there? You have to work. You have to go to school, all this stuff. But if possible, in anyone's life, especially if they're young, college age, if you have the opportunity to travel, do it. The other part of the question was top 5 countries you'd want to visit. I would say I would definitely. So England is somewhere I would be interested in living. Actually, London is my favorite place I've been. It's the favorite place I've lived. Favorite place I've been. So I think England would be one of the countries. Even though I've already been there, it'd be one of the top 5 I'd want to visit. Where else? Singapore is somewhere that seems very cool. I haven't been to. Yes, so Singapore would be one that was really cool. And other places in Asia. Asia is somewhere I haven't really been. So England, I have to name 5. England, Singapore, South Korea seems another cool place I would like to visit. Japan, that's 4, right? Some places in Asia like that really are somewhere I have not been exposed to and seems like it'd be cool to visit. Obviously, I don't speak the language, which makes it really difficult. That's one reason being in England was really nice, and certain places in Europe, a lot of people speak English. It's a lot easier. I'm really shy, so it's a lot easier to go visit places like that. Although, a lot of these countries like South Korea, so many people speak English, so that might be one that would work well too. That's 4. What's the 5th one? I think India would be another one that I would really like to visit. Which is where in India? I don't know. India's massive, so I have no idea. There's a lot of different parts. But those are definitely places I haven't, 4 of those I haven't been to and would like to go to. That being said, I'm not a big traveler. I mostly stay home. So will I ever make it? I don't know. And also, apparently the same question is for Beth too. So now we need your answer, Beth. Right now. Cut. Or something.
Next question is from Louis Eriks. Hi, Choco. Have you been in other countries? What do you say would be your top 5 countries you want to visit and why? Same question for your sis, Beth. Hurt. It's not my brother. I have a brother. It's not Choco. top 5 countries. Number 1, Japan. They do everything the best in Japan. I've been getting into textiles, denim in particular. And they make the best denim in Japan on these really, really old looms from like World War II. So that would be really cool to see. Also, they have up in the mountains, they have like, don't they have these roads that the snow is like 20 feet? Snow gets like 20 feet on the sides and they can plow them somehow and you can go drive up and you're just walls of snow. I really want to see that. Japan, I would really like to go to the Netherlands. That's where my family is from. Almost everyone in my family is Dutch, ancestrally speaking. Ireland. Boyfriend's family is from Ireland, and they have, it looks like a beautiful country. Plus they got whiskey. Ooh, so maybe I should go to Scotland too, because they have scotch. New Zealand. I need to visit Bubblesheep, but I need to see where Lord of the Rings was filmed, so. That was 5, right? Was that 5? Until next time. Bye.
Yum, 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 yum.